Interesting way to start the trip, but anyway, off we go. In the port city of Southampton. Southampton, where the Hamilton came south. I'm trying to think of a way to start this video, but not sure how though. Because today it's been about 5 weeks since I released my last video. And that's the longest it's ever been! There's no good reason behind it, it is just literally because I haven't done anything interesting. I tried to make a couple of videos, one of which was an update of the Pinky Doodly sticker, which, if you remember, was put on the seafront to ride on the Isle of Wight, on a lamppost. And well, here's a picture of what it's like now. Very strange. So either the worker that painted that over was a little bit lazy and just did it, or didn't see it and just went with the paintbrush, or the reason I like to believe is that the worker who painted it over actually knew the, I would say significance, that's really not the right word, but you know what I mean, significance behind the sticker. In which case, ka-ching, because it looks like now it's sealed for life. Anyway, let's try and bring it back to today, because today is a trip up country a bit. First stop being Brackley for the Festival of Motorcycling. Once again, I'll be doing a fairly chunky motorway journey on what is really not a motorway bike. No fairing, big single cylinder, i.e. you have to do motorway speeds, it'll be high revs in high gear, vibrating a lot. And I've had a lot of people ask me or say to me, no, I wouldn't want to do those sort of miles on that sort of bike, as good as it is. Just definitely not a motorway, definitely never designed as a motorway cruiser. But I reckon I've got a sort of decentish argument against it. So, let's do some motorway miles and get on it. There's a nice water tower thing. Is it water tower? I don't know. I'll probably leave this bit out actually because I'll look stupid if I don't know what it is probably. Okay, about 10 miles if that now to go until Brackley and the Festival of Motorcycling. Surprisingly, it's felt like a really quick journey, not in speed wise but time wise. And I think it's because over time, the more travelling on motor has done on this bike, the more I've adjusted it to make it much more suitable. I think first major point that helps a lot with this sort of bike for this sort of distance is what you've come off of before. This is my first bike above a 125, and that 125 was an enduro off-road style bike, i.e. no fairing again. However, people I know who ride these sort of bikes who have come from or own otherwise big fair tourers or such like and so forth, they struggle a bit, but because I've never experienced any better touring capabilities, I don't get fussed about it, I guess. Not fussed, but you know what I mean. However, if you want to improve touring on a naked bike though, there are quite simple ways that are surprisingly effective. First of which, this little screen here, whilst it may not seem to do a lot, and it doesn't in terms of wind protection, what it does do is neaten up the airflow. So no longer you're being buffeted around, you just have a constant flow of air upon your chest, and that helps quite a lot. I only did one journey without it, and boy, that was only about 30 miles or so, and I was tired after it. Speed-wise is where the main difference lies. Personally, I don't mind plodding along at 75 or 80, once again probably because I've come up from this from a 125. However, people who have come up something fast and do like to pooch along a bit quicker than that, that's when things hurt. And eventually you just feel dead and achy and horrible. So that's probably the biggest limitation. And despite the big openness and lack of fairing and everything, there are, especially, well, on this bike anyway, no big speed wobbles or anything. I mean, even if I bash the bars right now, realigns itself easy. Luggage wise, but I need to do big jaunts, unlike today where I've just got my tank bag and a rucksack, of which, if you get a motorcycling rucksack, best investment you can make for luggage. They are awesome. Anyway, and for bigger jaunts, whacking a big roll bag on the back with a load of straps holding it down and a cargo in it or something like that, fine. Big pillion seat, and there probably will be some sort of pillion seat for most bikes of this type, so rock on. Brackley, 2.5 miles. One thing you can do if you have the time and patience and such like and so forth is whack a different sprockets on it to up the gearing a bit, so you drop the revs a bit, seeing as most naked bikes are geared for road coonery. Here we are. Let's enjoy it for the day as we enter an industrial estate. Et voila. Well, I managed to emerge from the festival. Bloody good festival it is. So much see and do. So many bikes parading in the town centre, which was amazing. Watching the Wall of Death. Even had to go on a trials bike. Not for much time, but I've wanted to do it, and now I've done it. All for incredible value. Brackley Festival of Motorcycling. Recommended. I think I haven't got to be anywhere in a particular time. I'm going to take the nice scenic road rather than the motorway jaunt. But speaking of the motorways, what was I last talking about before the festival started? Yes, wind protection, I think. Anyway, I'll continue that by saying, I think it goes without saying anyway, but earplugs are absolutely necessary on naked bike touring. But it's just a more pleasant experience. Where am I going? This one, yes. Because while I'm here, while I'm in the area and while I've got time, Mercedes Petronas Formula 1 team. Let's go and have a little poke. Well, I'll say poke, probably just look at the door and off I go again. Mercedes Petronas AMG Formula 1. Big old plant. I'm pretty sure the cost of a Formula 1 team is only about double that of whatever that new footballer's name has been paid, that £200 million deal. I'm pretty sure a Formula 1 team is something like 300 million to run. Put you in perspective how much that football is being paid. But once again, back to motorway talk. Citroen C6, that is the car I really, really want. Once again, back to motorway talk. Diverging so much on this topic. To continue on about the volume level, as you probably have heard at the moment, I've got baffles in the exhaust. If you do have the option to make your exhaust quieter when you normally have a noisy one, I recommend you do. Anything to make the volume lesser makes the journey so much more comfortable. Organ, hee. Like them. Probably wouldn't have one, but I like them. Oh, this is a rambly vlog. Can you see? This is why I rarely do pure talky videos and do more things about, I don't know, going in a sidecar, riding electric bikes, racing trains, doing sticker videos, that sort of thing. God dear me. You poor couple of hundred people or whatever it is that watch these videos. I just noticed this tank bag blocks off the speedo from the camera. Excellent! Banbury, yes. Whee! I better put a stop to it now before I continue doing more awful words and phrases. Don't even make sense now. Chipsky Norton, way! Time to put a stop to this bloody stupid vlog. So rambly and unfocused and all over the place. Time to stop it then. Okay then, I will. Until next time, goodbye.